Hola, 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 muy buenas tardes. Como cada miércoles, aquí está tu amiga Ivonne Delgado, de Delgado Team. Y hoy tenemos dos invitadas súper famosas en la comunidad, ¿verdad? Tenemos una inspectora que la verdad me ha quedado asombrada. La primera mujer que hace inspecciones que he conocido en estos 22 años de carrera. Y la verdad me quedé súper emocionada y de ver todo lo que ella hace. De verdad es súper interesante. Y hoy tenemos a Emerald de Value Home Inspections. Hi.
Hello.
And Amber Rose Bierke, and one of the agents as well. We're going to do a really good show. We're going to have a really good show today talking about what an inspector do, all these issues about everything that you find in an inspection, right, Emerald?
Yes.
Okay, Amber.
Oh,
Your start.
hello, everybody. We are so happy to be here today. We are so blessed to have Emerald here with us. And what I'd like to do is just start off telling you a little bit about her and a little bit about her credentials. It's rather impressive. So, Emerald, if you tell us just a little bit about yourself, maybe where you grew up, and then a little bit about your education and how you got into home inspections.
For sure. So my name is Emerald Sawyer. I grew up in St. Paul. I'm St. Paul all the way. So went to elementary, middle school, and college in St. Paul. Went to St. Catherine University. Graduated in 2017 with my bachelor's in healthcare management. In 2019, I graduated with my MBA in healthcare management. So that's pretty much
Smart kid.
Educational background. And then for home inspections, I'm ASHI International certified.
Wow.
Fantastic. What does that mean?
It means I'm certified to inspect homes in the state of Minnesota.
Okay, fantastic. Do you envision that you might start working in other states as you continue to grow your business, or Twin Cities is where it's at right now?
I would say Twin Cities for right now. I did look into Wisconsin, other states, and there's a little bit more requirements. So it would take a little bit of work to get to that point. So I'm good with Twin Cities and Greater Minnesota. I don't discriminate. I go wherever. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No discrimination by Emerald. She's happy to do your home inspections right here in the Twin Cities as well as throughout Minnesota. And Yvonne, my understanding is that you guys have started to do some business together, and tell us a little bit about that and how realtors and home inspectors work together.
Okay, yes. Bueno, déjame decirlo en español, because I'm gonna do it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, entonces, aquí Emerald y yo ¿cómo trabajan los inspectores con nosotros los realtors? Bueno, cómo funciona es cuando usted está comprando una casa y hace una oferta, usted puede poner en esa oferta, escribirlo, nosotros vamos a escribirlo por usted, que quiere hacer una inspección antes de la compra. ¿Por qué? Porque podemos encontrar muchos defectos en esa casa que nosotros no podemos ver no nos podemos subir al roof, no podemos checar el interior como la plomería o el ático, ¿verdad? No nos podemos subir, pero por eso encontramos un inspector que le puede decir qué es lo que bueno o lo malo que encontró en esa inspección que normalmente dura 3 horas. Emerald, could you tell me how do you do an inspection?
How do I do an inspection? I inspect everything from roof to basement. So I have my ladder. I get up on the roof if it is safe. Check the shingles. Look at the chimney and whatnot. And then down to the foundation, the exterior, making sure that everything is in tip-top shape. And then we go inside. We inspect all the HVAC appliances, making sure that everything is up and running. Regular appliances, floors, doors, open up the electrical panel, plumbing, go into the attic if we have access. Looking for the rafters, trusses, if they're good to go, enough insulation, if there's any exposure to outside. So we're pretty much, we're trying to be as thorough as possible from roof to basement. So that is pretty much how a typical inspection goes.
Okay, lo que un inspector hace, va y checa la casa, ¿verdad? Desde arriba hasta abajo, de cabeza a pies, o sea, desde el techo hasta el basement, para verificar lo que es el techo, la plomería, los aparatos eléctricos, como es la estufa, la calefacción, etcétera, la insolación, que todo esté en buen funcionamiento, que no haya moho, que no se mete el agua. Todo eso es lo que checa un inspector, con el cual cuando nos da un reporte nosotros podemos renegociar con el vendedor acerca de pedir unas reparaciones, y si no quiere reparar o no le quiere bajar el precio, bueno, pues se cancela la transacción y sigamos adelante con la búsqueda de nueva casa. Amber?
Fantastic. So when I think of home inspections, I start thinking about all the challenging things that we have going on at our household. Appliances cost money, roofs cost money, siding costs money. So if you can speak a little bit, both of you, I guess, to the importance of a home inspection in the real estate process, and how you really help both buyers as well as sellers in the process. Like, what truly are you doing to help the consumer in the process when buying and selling a house?
Yeah, I would say a home inspection is a very integral part of the process. So you want to know what you're getting into. You want to know what the defects are so you can tackle them head on. Maybe the house isn't for you. If you don't get an inspection, you won't know if that house is for you, if you can handle the defects. So it helps with preventing moving forward. And you have that peace of mind, just knowing that your home was inspected thoroughly and with honesty and integrity. So I would say to never waive a home inspection. Always get one. For in any case that you have to waive it, you can always do a post-purchase inspection. I didn't know that people didn't know that that wasn't a thing. Like they thought that you could only get it done within that process. Like you can get it done afterwards, but whatever is on that tab is on you, because you accepted the home as is by waiving the inspection.
Oh, interesante. Lo que está diciendo Emerald, bueno, ya lo habíamos comentado anteriormente, pero algo que dijo muy importante, que aquella gente que no hizo la inspección al momento que compró su casa, la puede hacer después que haya comprado tu casa, puede ser una inspección para que ella te pueda mencionar qué es lo que encontró que necesita ser reparado, ¿verdad? Entonces tengas una casa que esté en 100% funcionalidad. Thank you. Ya lo expliqué.
Cool. And Yvonne, while I have you talking, if you could just give us a quick market update, what's going on with buying and selling, and what's going on with home inspections, because for a while the market was so competitive.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that some buyers were waiving their right to do a home inspection. And although as agents, we do encourage everybody to get a home inspection, we can't make somebody get a home inspection. So just let us know what's going on with the market today, Yvonne, because it's always changing.
Claro que sí. Bueno, lo que está mencionando, lo que está preguntando Amber, ¿qué está pasando ahorita en el mercado? Porque hace algunos meses, como ustedes recordarán, estaba tan competido que mucha gente hasta no hacía inspección con tal de ganarse la casa, ¿verdad? Era lo que estaba pasando. Incluso había listing agents que nos decían, si no haces la inspección, te la ganas. Y entonces, bueno, el cliente decía, pues no, yo quiero esa casa, no voy a hacer inspección. Pero ahorita el mercado está cambiando. Cabe mencionar que esta semana salieron más de 1,900 casas a la venta y hay muchas casas que tienen más de 2 meses a la venta. Entonces, ¿qué está pasando? Que es la oportunidad del comprador para poder pedir una inspección, poder renegociar gastos de cierre y tomarse más su tiempo en cuanto a ver si esa casa tiene todos los requisitos que él busca, como en cuanto a la inspección, que todo esté en buen funcionamiento. ¿Don?
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Yvonne. So, Emerald, who in the process orders the home inspection, and what are the typical costs associated with that, and what should people expect from the time that they order the inspection to the time they get their report?
Yeah, so either the realtor or the buyer orders the inspection. So I have an inspection link. I have some realtors who call me and say, hey, this person will be reaching out. Here's their information. So I'll punch it in, but either way, it's either the buyer or the realtor. Yep. So pretty much what I do is I give the potential buyer a call, and we talk about the home buying process. So I explain to them everything that I do. I always say that we're looking for big ticket items, as many items as possible. So you're aware that we're never going to find every single defect, but the goal is to be as thorough as possible. So I throw that out there right away. We go over pricing. So I charge $400 for residential homes up to 2,000 square feet. Mm-hmm. So we go over that. I always recommend a radon test and a sewer scope inspection. I tell my clients, if you have to choose between the two, if it's too costly, to get the sewer scope inspection during the contingency period and to get the radon test within the first year of moving in. So then you know that you're healthy and that you're safe, because radon is a colorless, odorless, radioactive gas that causes lung cancer over time. So you want to make sure that those levels are low. So, and then for the sewer scope inspection, you want to make sure that your sewer line is clear of tree roots, dips, cracks, anything that can damage the structural integrity, because that's super expensive. So I try to be as thorough with the add-ons, making sure that they're getting a thorough inspection.
How much is the inspection?
So it's 400, it's 205, so we're at 605 plus 185. So if you're going to get like the whole shebang, you're looking at between $700 and $800.
That's worth it because we can find problems that it can be like really expensive. Absolutely. Lo que está diciendo Emerald, que ella está proporcionando un servicio extra, que es también que checan lo que es la tubería de la casa. How is the sewer inspection works?
So you take a snake-like cable with a camera, and you go out from the clean out of the home all the way to the city line, and you're just kind of going like just kind of out and just seeing what's going on in there. So you'll see tree roots, you'll see water, you'll see mice, you'll see objects, you'll see a whole bunch of things. But we just want to make sure that the actual structural integrity of it is intact.
Okay. Lo que ella hace es con esa inspección del sewer, meten una manguera, es tipo como una culebra que tiene una cámara que va a checar la tubería desde la casa hasta el exterior, que va hasta lo que es la conexión con la ciudad, para verificar que no haya raíces de árboles, otros objetos que puedan dañar lo que es la estructura de la plomería, y también que esté en buenas condiciones, que vale la pena hacerla, creo que dijo $205 por hacerle un extra, pero si usted quiere ese tipo de inspección, es muy recomendable que la haga, así como la del radón, que es un gas que es un gas natural que está debajo en la tierra, ¿verdad? Y puede causar cáncer de pulmón.
Awesome. Well, behind the scenes here, we have gotten a chance to know Emerald a little bit. We know that she grew up in St. Paul. She went to college in St. Paul over at St. Catherine's for her undergrad as well as her MBA. Emerald, question. Why did you become a home inspector? How did you get into the industry, and what is it that you love about being a home inspector?
Yeah, so I purchased my home back in 2018, and I got a home inspection done. And in my personal opinion, especially now after being a home inspector, I would say that the inspection was below the standards of practice. So it wasn't really thorough. I wasn't educated on my home. There were just quite a few things that was kind of left out. So I kind of walked into my new home blind, not really knowing what to do, and not having that educational aspect really, it threw me off. So as a first-time homeowner, I want to be educated, but I didn't know that. So as a home inspector, my main goal is to educate first-time home buyers on their home. Like, this is your furnace. This is how it works. Make sure that you're changing the filter. This is your water heater. This is your AC unit. Here's your water main. So if you have an emergency, you have to turn off the water. Or if the plumber says, where's your main? You're not going to say, oh, what is that? You're like, oh, it's right here because Emerald showed me. So, so there was a lot of things with the report. And I was just like, I think I can do this. So the dream was to run a healthcare facility with my MBA and then do this on the side. But now this is my main gig. So
good for us.
Well, it sounds like you're an entrepreneur to me.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So you are sitting with two other women entrepreneurs as well as Latin Evolution and the team over here, which are very entrepreneurial people working their business as well. So question, Emerald, how do you manage it all? I mean, being self-employed, further education, there's educational requirements in the real estate industry that you have to stay on top of. I'm sure you're getting a ton of phone calls right now because the market still is moving and grooving. And people are going to be taking time to actually get the home inspection and really negotiate terms of the deal. So, I mean, give us your tips and tricks and how you manage it all being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's a lot. When you're an entrepreneur, you wear many hats, and I didn't know that. So going from 9 to 5 to, I think the joke was like 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. It's huge. There's a lot. So I have an assistant. There were a lot of things that I thought I could do on my own, and they're small things, but they're important things that help the business running, and it helps with efficiency. But it were things that I couldn't keep up with. So I do have an assistant to help me with those administrative tasks. I would say being a woman in the industry, especially as a home inspector, that can be challenging because a lot of people don't really think that I'm qualified or that I have what it takes. They'll ask, oh, well, who's the home inspector? I'm like, it says it. It says on my card. It says my name and it says owner/inspector. Like, it's me. So there's a lot of skepticism, especially, being more feminine. It's like, are you really going to get on a roof? Yvonne has seen pictures. I've been
Yes, I see. Are you going on the roof? Really?
Like, I do it all. So I think that's been more challenging. And I think that's why most of my realtors that I work with are women. So
Awesome.
they give me the chance. So thank you, women realtors.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing a little bit about that, Emerald. Yvonne, if you want to just highlight, I guess, some of her tips for your guys' audience, as well as share a little bit about how you manage it all, being an entrepreneur,
Me?
a mom, a business owner. What are some of your tips and tricks? Okay. What are some other things that you're doing to grow your business, Yvonne?
I have a team. I have a team of agents that help me go through all this process, all these clients. I have an assistant, and I have my husband help me here all the time. We are a team of agents that help each other to help everyone in the community that wants to buy a house to get to the home ownership.
And I think that's so important, because what you will find with all of us sitting here at this table is that we believe in home ownership, and we want minorities and maybe first generation home buyers to be investing in real estate and learning all that they can, because we know that real estate can really help build wealth in neighborhoods, in communities, and in families. And I mean, that's very important to me. I assume it's very important to you guys. And also, just to highlight the diversity that we have at this table, we are so blessed to be in the real estate industry, and we never take that for granted. It's something that's always challenging. We're always learning something new. And one thing that Yvonne and her team is very good at is bringing great vendors to you and to the customers to help them navigate the home buying process. And Autumn, I have got to tell you that the home inspection is one of the most important parts of the process, and your approach to it is very, very unique. The fact that you are taking time to visit with the home buyers, to let them know about their appliances, about their home, about the framework, and then working with your realtor as well as the home inspector to see if that's really the property for you. You guys, there's a ton of properties out there, so at times it's okay to walk away from a deal. We don't want people to invest too far into a process and spend extra time and money without proceeding. However, in the right time and case, there are times that you would walk away from a deal, a real estate deal, due to the home inspection. Yeah. Can you share some examples?
Yeah, like what happened today, right, Emerald? I was showing her an inspection that was done in one beautiful house on a lake, really, really, really beautiful. I mean, tons of updates, and the house looks really nice. And and we are no inspectors. We don't know what is going, when you do an inspection, and we find out after the inspection that the house has mold, right, Emerald?
Yep.
Would you explain about mold?
Yeah, so mold is very multifaceted. You can have mold that's like an easy surface mold that you can just clean off with vinegar, bleach, or solution at Home Depot. And then there's a little bit more invasive mold that actually spreads. And at that point, I would recommend a mold remediation company to come out and further investigate.
Like the one that you saw in the picture, what kind of mold was that?
It was black mold.
Is that bad? It looks green to me.
It can, yes, it can be. I would say, especially in the basement, just because it's dark and it's moist. It can be more of a health and safety hazard. So for me, once again, recommending a mold remediation company to say, okay, well, all you have to do is just clean it off, or no, we're going to have to go in and take a closer look.
Yeah, that's good to have an inspector, right? Lo que estamos hablando, ¿qué pasó en una de las inspecciones que tuvimos en una casa que está hermosa, o sea, cerca del lago y todo lo demás? Se encontró que tenía moho, o sea, y se ve verde, pero en sí es negro, ¿verdad? Y es un moho que puede causar grandes enfermedades a lo que es el sistema respiratorio. Bueno, ¿qué vamos a hacer en este caso? Se va a cancelar esa compra, porque creo que mis clientes tienen más oportunidad de encontrar algo mejor sin ser de invertir en algo que puede ser muy costoso, ¿no? Se puede pedir también una compañía de moho que vaya y remedie y que componga el problema, pero en sí, si no tienes ese dinero o esa cantidad, pues es mejor buscar algo que no tengas que meterle tanto dinero. También acabo de mencionar que Emerald tiene su maestría en healthcare, pero aparte, lo que me gusta de ella, que hace unas inspecciones muy detalladas, y aparte, a la hora que hace la inspección, te entrega un flyer como todos los meses cómo debes de cuidar tu casa, todo lo que tienes que hacer, de que los sprinklers en el invierno o en el verano, dónde están las llaves de donde se cierra el agua principal que va a toda la casa en caso de que se esté inundando, todo eso. Y hace muy buen trabajo. What is your phone number?
It is 651-206-4450.
Again?
651-206-4450.
And you go everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
Everywhere in the Twin Cities.
In greater Minnesota.
What about, could you inspect farms, ranches, something like that?
Yep.
Everything. O sea que ya puede ser inspecciones para ranchos, para casas, para townhomes, lo que usted quiera, duplex. Vale la pena hacer una inspección ahorita que es el momento donde tiene la oportunidad de pedir inspección, gastos de sede y lo demás, y además no es muy cara. Una inspección sencilla como la hace Emerald son $400 y de verdad vale la pena, que nos puede ayudar a renegociar el precio de una casa o decidir buscar otra. Amber Rose, what is your phone number?
612-207-8541. Happy to talk about the real estate market and specifically commercial real estate needs. Happy to help all you folks out on the commercial side, which we can talk about another day. Emerald, commercial inspections.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question. Do you have to be buying or selling a house to order a home inspection? I mean, some people are just curious. They want to know, what is the condition of their property currently? Should they buy, should they sell? Or maybe they honestly need help just better understanding their home and their property because the home inspector that they worked with previously didn't give them all the tips that you provide your clients. What does that look like?
Yeah, so once again, you can get a home inspection at any time. I recommend getting a pre-listing inspection. So before you put your house on the market, seeing what your defects are so you can tackle them ahead of time, rather me coming in as the buyer's inspector with a list and then you have to figure out what to do, by a certain time. So it's a lot easier to get a pre-listing inspection. It just makes the whole process smoother for everyone. But I would say there are people who have lived in a home for 40 plus years and they don't know what's going on. So you can get an inspection and we can just let you know what you have gotten into.
Ok, lo que está diciendo Emerald que también es muy importante para aquellos que quieran vender su casa y no saben las condiciones después de haber vivido varios años, que es bueno que hagan una inspección antes de poner a la venta para saber qué es los problemas que tiene y cuando venga una oferta ya estar preparado y listo y haber corregido esas reparaciones, o si no, poner la propiedad de acuerdo al precio acorde a la situación en la que se encuentra su casa. Emerald, for the pre-listing inspection, is that the same price?
Yes.
Okay, good. What about for a duplex?
For a duplex, it would be 400
plus.
I think 160.
Okay, that's good. That's good, a good price.
Yep.
O sea, los que tengan duplex también los inspecta por 400 más 160, son $560. Saludos a Mané que nos está escuchando. Hi. We have some listeners. Say hi.
Oh, awesome.
My brain is damaged. Okay, go.
Your brain is not damaged. What day of the week is it? Wednesday?
Oh.
Yeah, it's only Wednesday, but we're totally fine. Our brain is still working. I guess, Emerald, you've done a great job answering our questions today about home inspection. Every part of the real estate industry is super important. Home inspection is actually a career. It's a job. It's obviously something that you can build a business doing. So if you can let us know a little bit about what's going on in your niche as far as trends go. Are you recruiting other home inspectors? Where do you see your part of the real estate industry going? Is there a big future in home inspections and in growing businesses in that industry? And how can we best support you in your business? Now's your time to chat.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
You're just talking to your friends.
Yeah. So I would say as of right now, it's just me and I'm okay with that. I think maybe after another year,
what about getting 2 months?
I'm
going to give you my business in 2 months.
And then I'm going to be just super busy. So then I might have to hire someone sooner. Then
Amber Rose, you want to do it?
I am scared of heights.
Me too, man.
I honestly wouldn't choose a career because of heights. Like, I'd be like, no, I don't care how much money's in it. I'm not climbing down any roofs.
Really?
So we will not be competing with you at any point in time. However, given your education, and your MBA, I know, and given your personality that you could build a business.
Yeah.
And you've been in the real estate industry, sounds like even before home inspections, working at SPAR, go SPAR, hello. That's the real estate association that I actually belong to SPAR right now. What's a way that the community really can help you build your business? How can they refer you other than just, calling you right now? Can they send you a text? Can they find you on social media? Now's your time to build friends with this audience and really welcome them to do business with you and help you build your business grow.
Yes. So I am on Instagram, V as in Value Home Inspection. So right here, VHI_LLC. So I believe that is my Facebook and Instagram page. What else? I would say supporting me would be word of mouth. So when you are ready to buy a home and the offer has been accepted, give me a call, give me the opportunity to inspect your home. You won't be disappointed. And I always tell my clients at the end, if you know of anyone who's looking to buy or sell, I'd appreciate the referral. And 9 times out of 10, I'm getting someone who says, so-and-so used you last month. Here I am. I would love an inspection. So that's pretty much how I get my business. So I would appreciate that. Supporting me on social media.
What is your social media?
VHI_LLC.
Just move your head a little.
Yes.
Right there.
VHI_LLC.
Hey, I have a question. Do you find any when you do an inspection? Have you done an inspection for a brand new houses, new construction?
Yes.
And you find issues?
Yes.
Great question.
So yeah, with new construction, it's important for people to know that everything is man or human made. So there's human error. So there's going to be something wrong with it, whether it's small or big. There's going to be something, and I've seen things. Other home inspectors, they post pictures like, this is why it's important to get a new construction, home inspection, because you just never know. I inspected, I think it was like a box house in Minneapolis, like made out of like metal.
Really?
Yeah, and it was the first one in Minneapolis, and it's long. And because it was new, the smoke detectors went off every single time. So it was really hard to get past or get through the inspection because I had to run upstairs and fan it every like 5 minutes. So, that's something to bring to their attention. Like, it could be happening just because this is the first time that systems are being ran, but just keep that in mind. Hopefully this won't continue as it gets, cooler in the winter, because that's going to be that's a hassle.
It happened to me when we purchased our first house. One of the third, fourth houses, but it is a brand new construction. No anymore, right? 7 years? No, it's no more. But it was at the beginning. After 3 days, we moved into the house. The basement flooded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yes, the basement flooded, and also for 1 year straight, the furnace was like all this like dust coming.
Dust.
Yes.
Okay. So I always recommend when you move in to get your ducts clean. So I actually have a few attachments in my report. So one is companies for further assistance. So small companies, Black-owned companies that I've used and trust, they will be in the report. So if you need to reach out to a plumber, electrician, pest control, you have a whole list right there, so you don't have to, do a lot of reachers. I have estimates for repairs and replacements because I don't
That's
know.
Really important.
Yeah, but it's just a ballpark because
Yes.
I honestly don't know. People want to ask about gutters. I'm like, that depends on the material, how many square feet. Like that could be anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000. I don't know, but I have a ballpark of that. And then tips to do once you move in, like changing the batteries in the smoke detectors, making sure that you have carbon monoxide detectors, getting your ducts clean. You don't know when's the last time the previous owners did all of that stuff. So treat everything as needing to be cleaned ASAP.
Ella lo que estamos hablando de que si en las nuevas construcciones también son necesarias hacer las inspecciones. Ella me está comentando que sí, siempre el ser humano comete errores y a veces la casa no es tan perfecta aunque sea nueva y puede suceder. Entonces también nos está recomendando que antes de cambiarse hagan una limpieza de ductos, ya que ustedes conocen que es la nueva construcción, hay mucho polvo y todo eso, entonces lo que uno está respirando, lo cual me pasó a mí como por un año, ¿verdad? Entonces estábamos respirando polvo, bueno, lo que es no saber. Cuando ya sea una inspección, en el reporte te da un estimado de cuánto sería el costo de la reparación qué se necesita para esa casa que tú estás haciendo la oferta. También te da una lista de compañías que pueden ayudarte en un futuro a arreglar los problemas o si necesitas en un futuro hacer otras cosas, ¿no? Y te da una guía de todo lo que tienes que hacer con tu casa por todo cada mes. I like it. You're really good.
Good.
Again, your phone number?
Again, 651-206-4450. Let me see if I can do it in Spanish. 651-206-4450.
Bravo! Amber, you should speak Spanish by now. You're my friend for so many years.
I know. It's one thing that I would love to be able to do. It's language really is not a talent of mine.
Hey, before I want to mention that you are real estate, commercial real estate. Amigos, aquellas personas que estén interesadas en la compra de un local comercial, oficina, de edificios, restaurantes, iglesias, todo lo que tengan gasolineras también, o que quieras poner espérame, ¿cómo se llama? Tu supermercado y todo eso. Amber Rose es la persona indicada y la tenemos aquí en nuestras oficinas en Chancasa todos los días. Si ustedes tienen una pregunta, la verdad es una de las mejores, incluso bares, todo lo que usted quiera comprar, ella es la indicada. Amber, yes. I just told everybody what you do.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I've been in real estate since 2009. And Yvonne and I have been doing business together since about 2010, believe it or not. So we're about 12 years into our business relationship. And I used to work in residential real estate, managing very challenging transactions. And believe it or not, of all the hundreds of real estate transactions that I've been involved in, that there's really no easy peasy, slam dunk real estate transaction. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work always being done behind the scenes, both in residential as well as commercial deals. Difference between residential and commercial, of course, is that we're dealing with commercial real estate instead of a residential piece of property, such as a single family home or a duplex or a triplex. So we really can handle it all from leasing to purchase to selling. And we are, of course, taking on new customers. I work on a team, and we have a very sophisticated group, smart with numbers, smart with inspections, and wanting to really do a good job for our customers. With all the customers out there and doing a fantastic job, we wouldn't still be in business 10 to 12 years. Yeah.
22 for me.
Okay, Yvonne, 22 years into the industry.
I'm the younger one too.
Yeah, I mean, just by doing a good job, we get a lot of referral-based business. So we actually mean it when we say, give us a call, send us a text, stop by Yvonne's office if you guys need help. There's going to be somebody here. If you guys need a home inspection, even if you're not buying or selling and you're just interested about what's going on at your home, you can call Yvonne and say, connect us with Emerald or connect us with Amber Rose as it relates to any commercial real estate. We're happy to team up and really help you guys out as the consumers.
Yeah, and you help people buying restaurants or renting restaurants to sell Mexican food or whatever, right?
Yep. And I love if people are willing to invest into a new property. However, there's a lot of second generation restaurants out there, meaning there was a restaurant in there before and maybe their lease has already expired, and therefore it's a great opportunity for someone to come in. It's a turnkey restaurant opportunity for the entrepreneurs out there that are in the food industry. And now's a great time to be taking a look at some of that stuff. We can get you free rents on long-term deals, and we're really good at negotiating.
Bueno, lo que hace Amber Rose, ahorita ayudó a uno de nuestros clientes a comprar un restaurante, por ejemplo, y a rentar, y negoció de que le dieran unos meses de renta gratis. Ahorita es un buen momento para lo que es comprar propiedades comerciales porque hay la gran oportunidad de renegociar e incluso que te ayuden a mejorar, por ejemplo, el baño o la cocina y todo eso. O también, como dice, ya ahorita hay muchos restaurantes que están ya desocupados en su momento. Ella puede renegociar los términos de ese contrato o venta también. Your phone number?
612-207-9999. 8541, 612-207-8541. And for the other entrepreneurs and business owners out there, we're happy to help you guys find office space. If you need, excuse me, garages or warehouse space, we can help you with that as well. So Emerald, I look forward to working with you one day when you buy a commercial building for your business and it's home of home inspectors and maybe it's connected to a beautiful new healthcare facility too. God only knows. The sky is the limit.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So, Emerald, I just want to thank you for being here today. It's a pleasure meeting with you. Yvonne has said positive things about you. Their team has really enjoyed working with you. I look forward to working with you in the future. And if the audience has questions about home inspections, you know, Yvonne, can they call you up? Can you get them in contact with Emerald, or what would you like to see as far as if people have questions or they want to connect with her? Just text her directly, or can they
can text her or call me. I mean, is there any translation? Si necesitan traducción, happy, los puedo ayudar a hablar con Amber Rose o con Emerald acerca de lo que es una inspección, alguna pregunta que tengan acerca de sus casas, las condiciones, o con Amber Rose, o si quieren hacer, mucha gente que tiene una casa y tiene problemas de tubería y todo eso, nos pueden llamar y podemos hacer que Emerald vaya y le haga una inspección de esa plomería. Nos pueden llamar al 612-578-9762. ¿El phone number?
651-206-4450. I do have a quick tip.
Okay.
So right now it is getting a little bit cooler, so I would recommend for everyone to get their furnace tuned up. Getting your water heater flushed. There's a lot of sediment buildup.
How do you do that?
The HVAC techs can do that.
I'm taking notes.
You simply just drain out your water heater, but there's a lot of sediment buildup over the years, and it makes the heater run harder. So if you flush it every couple of years, then you should be fine. If you tune up your furnace and your AC unit once a year, you should be fine.
Momento, let me translate quick before I forget. Okay, ya nos dan unos consejos que la verdad algunos no lo sabía yo, que hay que darle un tune-up, bueno, el del furnace, hay que darle tune-up, un mantenimiento a lo que es la calefacción y también el water heater, hay que dejar que flush y que salga todo lo que, el sedimento que está allí, what else? The air conditioner, el aire acondicionado.
AC unit outside and then the furnace, getting that tuned up. And then changing your filter.
Y no se les olvide cambiar el filtro de la calefacción, porque me he encontrado casas que, híjoles, están llenos de polvo y eso es lo que uno respira. Recuerden, hay unos que se venden cada mes o cada 3 meses para que lo cambie y usted puede respirar un aire limpio. What else?
Yeah, so for the filter, a lot of people forget that just because it's a really easy thing to forget, but it's super important. So when your filter builds up, that's a lot of dust that's circulating in like all the rooms and then coming back into the furnace. It's just circulating dust. So if you're sneezing a lot, if you're realizing that you're having some sort of allergies or health issues, it could seriously just be your filter just needs to be changed. So I would recommend doing that, setting a reminder on your phone to check it every 1 to 3 months just to change it. I would say if you don't own a home, go to your mom's, go to your grandma's. Go look at the HVAC appliances and see when's the last time it's been serviced. I've been in plenty of homes and the last time it was touched was 2013, 2018, like a long time. It's like you have to keep up with these appliances. The furnace that's your heat throughout the entire home. The water heater, that's water throughout the entire home. And the AC, that's cooling. So that's pretty much throughout the entire home. So if you're not taking care of it, issues will happen and it'll be more expensive. So if you have your appliances serviced once a year, you shouldn't have those issues.
Wow, increíble. Entonces también cabe mencionar y repito que es muy importante que hagan mantenimiento de todo lo que es la calefacción, el aire acondicionado, el water heater. ¿Qué sucede cuando usted está viendo que hay polvo en las ventilas de su casa? Entonces hay mucho dust, entonces eso puede causar alergias, asma, todo lo demás. Contrate a las compañías adecuadas que pueden hacerle el mantenimiento anual. That's good to know. Thank you, Amara.
Yes, absolutely.
You didn't know that, Amber, right?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I did. However, I just moved last year and I know that there's a bunch of updates that we need to do that needs to be taken care of before the winter. So
Do you
thank
want an
so much for the
inspection to
tips.
come and see your house and see what you need to
I think I might get extra scared, and we probably were supposed to already have this stuff done. So, but the allergens in the house, that's such a great tip, because right here in Minnesota, I mean, the allergies are so bad in the fall and the winter, and then add the dust that might be within your house and things like that. I'm all about that. I'm gonna go get my ducts cleaned.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Si necesita una inspección o comprar un edificio comercial, salir en inspección, puede llamar a Emerald. Emerald, your number?
651-206-4450. Again, 651-206-4450.
Hey, you work every day?
Sometimes.
Oh no!
I'm always working. When you're an entrepreneur, like
You have to work
you have
every
to work.
day.
Like you're never not working.
I know,
It's
I
always
know.
something.
Sí trabaja todos los días.
We're competing, but it's important to take a day off every once in a while too. But
Yes.
I mean, burnout's real, and none of us should be proud if we're burnt out as entrepreneurs. That's why having a team is super important, and having great vendors and partnerships just really helps the real estate deal go smoothly, so that you don't get burnt out.
Okay, thank you guys for being here today. See you soon. And nos esperamos el próximo miércoles a la 1 de la tarde con un invitado especial, Pedro Maldonado, que nos va a hablar acerca de si tú estás vendiendo tu casa y no las puedo vender, necesitas vender esa casa para comprar otra, ¿cómo el banco te la va a comprar en cash? Llámame al 612-578-9762. Pon la cámara de ellos.